What is freedom? Someone told me that app you made, it sounds like a labor camp. And that made me think. So let me ask a real question back. Whose freedom are we actually talking about? Is it the freedom of the part of me that has dreams? The part that makes plans, that decided a workout matters? Or is it the freedom of the part of me that 10 minutes later doesn't feel like moving and finds an excuse? Because think about it. If I put that workout in my plan, it means I wanted it. I choose it with a clear head. So why should I let a mood that lasts 5 minutes overrule something I already decided really matters to me? That's what freedom means to me. Not doing whatever you feel like in the moment. Because if freedom means doing what you feel like, then when you don't feel like working out, you skip it. When you don't feel like working, you don't work. And at the end of the day, you feel bad because you didn't do the things you actually wanted to do. For me, freedom is different. Freedom is the freedom of decision. I decide my plan, I decide my goals, and then for the rest of the day, I follow it. I don't get to skip things. I don't get to ignore the alarm. Yes, it feels restricted, but you are restricted to actually do your plan. That's not the same thing as not being free. Let me tell you why I built this app and how it actually works. It's called FrogJog. I built it because I needed a time planning app and I tried a lot of them. None of them satisfied me. First thing I noticed. A normal calendar like Google Calendar sends you a notification when it's time for the next task. But I can just ignore the notification. Nothing forces me to do anything. So I built an app that makes me move. If I have to brush my teeth, I have to go to the bathroom and scan the QR code. That's the only way to turn off the alarm. You have to actually go there. It's a bit irritating, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's the most effective thing I've ever used. Second thing, I hated about other apps changing the plan. If something happens in the middle of the day and I need to add a task, I had to manually move every task after it. And Google Calendar even lets you put 2 tasks at the same time. That's frustrating. It shouldn't be possible. Other apps also have routines, repeating tasks. But you have to decide that the repeating days when you create the task. And that's not how I function. My days are not every Monday. My days are like a work day, or a work day when I also do the shopping, or a work day when I do the laundry. So in FrogJog I have a set of routines. Workday plus shopping, workday plus laundry. I can duplicate a routine and make a variation in seconds. And I can change today's plan without touching the saved routine. If I moved one task, everything after it rearranges itself. I never have to type in start times and end times by hand. Now, using this app is a process. It's not perfect from day one. The first day I had to adjust a lot. I thought making breakfast would take 15 minutes. It actually took 20. So I had to add time. Once you adjust, you save it as your routine, and the next day your plan is already more realistic. By the third day, I didn't have to adjust anything anymore. The plan was just right, and the app forces me to stop what I'm doing and go to the next task on time. I also get a notification 5 minutes before task ends and 1 minute before it ends. That way, I can write down what I need to do next. And here's something I noticed. Ending a task in the middle instead of when it's finished is actually better. When you finish a task completely and then move on, and later come back to do something else, you start from zero. But when you stop a task in the middle, in the flow, your brain keeps working on it in the background. So when you came back to it, you are already back in the flow. It's faster, it's easier to pick up. Now, I know plans change. Things happen. And this app doesn't pretend otherwise. You can change your plans during the day. Say you are stuck in a traffic jam and you are going to be late. You open the app and adjust it, and it immediately shows you the consequence. Every task after that gets pushed back too. So now you have a real choice in front of you. Either you go to bed later, or you can cut something else out, or you shorten another task to make up the time. You see it right away. You are immediately confronted with the result of your own decisions. And changing the plan takes an actual action. It's not automatic. It's easy to tell yourself 5 more minutes when you don't have a real plan in front of you. But with this app, you have to open it and actually change it. That's a little bit of friction, makes you more aware. And because I know I can't turn off alarm without actually being at the QR code, for example one in my car, I check the app more often. I stay aware of where am I in my plan. And that's exactly what makes me on time. One more thing this app gave me. It made me honest about what I can actually do. It makes me more self-aware. And I want to be clear about something. You should not use this app to grind. No, that's not the point. You should be aware of your body. Listen to it and use that to make a better plan, not a harder one. But once the plan is set, once it's done, it frees your mind. You stop thinking about the next task. You can just focus on the thing you are doing right now and trust that FrogJog will take you by hand through the rest of your day. After about 3 weeks of using it, something changed. The question, am I feeling like it? That question just stopped showing up in my head, because it's a useless question. I'm going to do the task either way, so why even ask it? I built FrogJog for myself. It helps me with my ADHD, it helps me keep discipline while working a remote job, which is hard because nobody is checking on you. And I've been changing and improving it for weeks now, and it finally works the way I need it to. I know this app is not for everyone. It's demanding, it's a little irritating, honestly, but it's the first tool that has actually worked for me. And I know there are other people out there with the same problem I had. If that's you, I think this might actually help. That's FrogJog.